Good morning. I was up at three o'clock this morning, excited about a woman that I'm about to meet this morning for a coffee for the first time. And I was thinking about, what our lives are going to be like if we work out and where we're going to live and, the activities, where we're going to travel to and all the exciting stuff, right? The joys of a new relationship. And yet we haven't met yet. If she watches this video, she'll probably drop me like a stone because who plans like that, right? Who can see their future like that? And that kind of reminded me of a conversation that I've had over the last couple of days with a client, not so much a client for the past 4 years. And we've been trying to help him, and he's been struggling for the past 4 years. And he keeps working on shiny new things every day. And yesterday he told me that he spent $20,000 on a marketing course, and that's going to change his life and change his business life. And before that, it was about doing trade shows and how that was going to change his life. And before that, he was working on hiring salespeople and how was that going to change his life. And and probably 5 or 6 or 10 other things that he keeps chasing shiny things and he keeps working on one thing at a time. Oh yeah, and the other before that was product development. Like he's trying to invent things, right? And trying to find stuff in Europe to bring to North America. And I'm thinking, geez, it's going to be 10 or 40 years by the time you really grow your company because you're trying to go for these unusual things that are not really known in North America, and it doesn't understand the educational costs involved in that. Because if it's not used here, you're going to spend a lot of money on educating your future potential clients. And that educational part, even though the margins are higher, are going to eat away at your profit because you need a conveyor belt of steady clients for that product in order to keep those machines and those people you've trained busy, right? And he keeps thinking that's the answer. And we have a gentleman's bet going on. I'm starting with a brand new crew, two young guys that are starting a new business. And I bet him that we're going to outreach or outsell him in terms of revenue and profit over the next 12 to 18 months. The company hasn't even launched yet. These two young guys still have full-time jobs. We're still designing the company. We're still looking to hire virtual assistants. We're still looking to hire salespeople. We're still, looking for suppliers and subcontractors and employees and everything. So nothing's in place yet. Yet I'm confident that when we launch this company in about a month's time, we will have 3 virtual assistants do all the social media campaigns. We'll have content writers to get the websites ranking. But then again, these websites that we're using are 10 or 12 years old, so they've been aging. So by the time we do the work, they already recognized and crawled by Google many times. So when we start really working, they'll start ranking a lot faster. But we don't depend just on that. We have 10 other strategies in terms of marketing. A pay-per-click campaign, a stepping stone relationship campaign, trusted circles campaign, and all the different strategies for Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, and so on. So by the time we launch this company, we will have a lot of these things in place. The business blueprint will be mostly in place. Business blueprints are never finished, but they'll be mostly in place. And by the time we launch, we'll probably launch with 1 or 2 signed contracts, and we should be able to get to $1 or $2 million within the next 12 to 18 months. So $1 to $2 million over the next 12 to 18 months, and the company hasn't launched yet, right? So we don't fool around with shiny new things. We've built over 1,000 companies that went over the $20 million mark. So we're not trying new things. We use proven strategies that have been proven to work time and time and time again. We already know what the cost per click is. We haven't started. We know what the cost per lead. We know what the cost per sale is going to be. And we might be off by 1 or 2 or 5 cents maybe, but who cares, right? But we have the foundation. We're building the trust foundation. And the other thing is the other company, the Friendly Bed, he's been in the construction industry for 20 years, right? But he'll say his company is only 3 or 4 years old because each time he changes something in the company, oh, we've just redesigned the website, so technically we're only a year old. So he keeps changing the date. But what about the last 20 years? The last 20 years don't count for anything, really? So because we've just incorporated a new company, we just bought a new truck, we just bought a new piece of equipment, and this new piece of equipment is going to change everything, right? So we keep changing, and we keep changing the rules, and we keep making excuses. Every time we say, well, we just incorporated 4 years ago, so technically I haven't been in the construction industry for 20 years. I just started my business 4 years ago. So, and he's not the only one doing that. I find that a lot of business owners do that because it makes us feel better, because then we don't look at history and say, hey, maybe I wasted 20 years. We don't do that because our egos doesn't allow us to do that, right? And understandably, I'm sure I do that as well, right? Because we keep making excuses like that. But the point that I'm trying to make here is we're going to design a company that when it launches, when we actually launch the company, we will have contracts in place. We will have people in place that are already trained. We have training videos already in place. And before they start, they already watch the training videos. So they're going to be trained to a 90% level. The policy and procedure manual, the safety manual, and everything else is already in the works, not finished, in the works. And we have, we're going to be hiring content writers to give us dominance on the websites, and the pay-per-click campaign. We're going to use proven strategies we've used for other companies in similar industries and focus on their market to get dominance in their area. So what I'm trying to say is he doesn't believe that everything that he's going to learn over the next 20 years is already known today, right? He's seeing it from his perspective. He's not seeing it from my perspective, right? He's saying, well, I don't know this stuff. Yeah, but how many other people in the industry already know this stuff? Why aren't you reaching out to them and asking for some help? Why aren't you reaching out to people who already run pay-per-click campaigns, or already know how to hire quality employees, or create a strategy to attract top-level employees, right? We've had people move from different provinces, from different states, because they see an opportunity in the branding that we're creating. They're saying, okay, that's going to be a fast-growing company. I want to be a part of that. Do they have a fast track to management? People want recognition. People want to be part of something that's greater than themselves. People don't want jobs anymore. Okay, we already know that. People want opportunity. They want their kids to be proud of them. They want their families to be proud of them. They want to get into management. They want to get into leadership roles, right? So create a company that allows that, so it attracts them, right? We haven't even launched, but we're already working on a waiting list of employees that want to come and work for us, okay? That's what your company should look like. If it doesn't, well, I'd love to hear your questions, comments below. We'll talk again soon. Take care.